Hello, my beautiful, beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm super happy you're here with me today for part 3 of our series. Back to basics, journal making, yay! Using basic things, scrapbook paper, a few digitals, book page, all kinds of fun stuff. So anyway, part 1 and 2. Part 1, we made the base of the journal. Part 2, we did the cover. And we started creating the pieces that would go inside. But I didn't go any further. I waited for you. In fact, I turned off the camera, had a power bar, and I'm back again. So here I am. Just to do a little, whatever. So I'm going to give this a little ink. Because I don't like that the page behind it kind of shows. So I do want to kind of get rid of that. I'm not going to ink up the whole journal, but I am going to ink the cover part. So how is everybody? Are you all good? Everybody healthy and well? Oh, I hope none of you are sick. Miss Betty, I hope you're doing good. And Santa baby. And anybody else that hasn't been well. I hope Diana, I hope you are back to feeling your full, healthy self. Okay, and you, Miss Julie. And Rhonda from A Little Bit French. Hope your back is doing well. Better. Hope you're having a better week. Okay, or had a better week. All right, so what we wanted to do is we talked about background pages. We were talking about putting something behind these pockets and things. And so I pulled some things I thought we could use. Book page. Some of these funky forms I thought maybe might work. Some pages that had writing on them like this. Any kind of written letter or page. I've got some bigger book pages. I think these came out of a dictionary. And then I did grab some more neutral style that are plain for a background. And then I got like this one was really pretty. This is from the scrapbook pad that I was using. I thought it would work well behind these bits and pieces. That one would work well. I thought that would work well. So I just grabbed a few. I mean, there's more, of course, if I want them. But I thought, well, okay, let's do that and get some of these pockets on there. Or we can make some more things. That was my one. I didn't know if I wanted to keep making stuff. I know one thing I want to do. I want to just round this little corner. I know that was bothering me. And I want to ink this up because I don't want to forget. So now we're into making the pockets and all the goodies that are going to go into it before we do the decorating. So we're making the bases. And maybe what's going to go behind the page if we need to do that. That I've already inked pretty well. I think I was pretty happy with all of that. That's inked, but I could do more there maybe later. This one needs it. Okay. I like my pockets to have a little bit of adventure to them. And I like my things inked. You don't have to. This is totally preference. I'm using... for you that don't know, Distress Ink, Vintage Photo. If you're going to buy any of them, buy this one. Buy this one first, and then figure out what else you like, right? This is the mainstay for making your things look vintage and old, if you like the old look. If you're contemporary, then go for the colors, right? So we have that page, and then we had a... Where'd that other one go? I know, there was another one. Wait, what I do is look for the paper clips. Duh. There it is. Okay, I've already inked that, so we're good on that. So that's ready to go. So what I need is I need something behind these. Now I could put this page off a plane. I'm thinking I want something written, like maybe something like that behind it. That would be cool. What do you guys think? I think I like that. Okay, let's pull these off here for now. I mean, this is bright, but you know what? I can ink it up and I can make it look old. I don't have to leave it looking super contemporary, right? So let me close this and put that away so I don't accidentally grab it. Sorry, I had a piece of power bar stuck in my throat. All right, I think I want to, I'm going to use this whole piece. This is a scan digital that I have, but I do not need quite so much on that edge. I don't know if I want to rip it. I can try. I don't know. You know who I am. And I know one thing. I cannot rip on this mat, any of these mats, because they're too slippery. So I have to put a piece of paper down. Hello. We can do this, right? Oh, we got it. Okay. Gives it a little bit more, you see the fibers. And I'm going to ink this. When you ink, go around in circles. This is what Tim Holtz, who is the creator of this product, says to do. This is in one of his lives, he told us what to do. So we don't, we get the ink that we want. I keep it upside down to keep the pad wet. That was told to me by someone who does a lot of scrapbook stuff and stamping and all that good stuff. I'm going to move this down and over. Okay. It won't get into the spine because the spine's already glued down, ready to go. So today we're going to be working on backgrounds. Sorry, I had to get, my arm was in there. I'm debating, do I want that there? No, I want to go this way because if I wanted to add something down, a strip down the side or something, I could, and then it would be all right. Now, I was just working, so this glue should come out. I don't know what is with this glue. I wonder if it got too cold and it's gotten goopy. Maybe it's gotten goopy inside and it's not coming out like it should be. Well, I know there's a bubble there. There, let's pop that air bubble. There was a big old air bubble there. And sometimes that'll block your glue from coming out. Yep. I don't know what is going on with this glue. I don't know. I've never had glue trouble. And now this recently, this cold winter, maybe my glue's got too cold in here. I don't think so, but who knows, right? I told myself I wasn't using enough glue. So be sure I don't want to overdo it, but I want enough that that darn thing is going to stick. Now, the problem with this glue is once you put it on, it's on, and you don't have a lot of play time. So if you don't like the way it is, you are pretty much out of luck. How is everyone? Are you all good? Okay, here we go. Now, see, then this piece would go on over that. I do like that. Do I want any lace or anything on this edge? Maybe if I do it, I would put it on the outside. So maybe I will go ahead and glue that down. No, not yet. Don't do it. Just wait. Wait, wait, wait. I'm so excited about this project. I just want to do everything all at once, right? Okay, let's go find something to put under this one. No, I was going to work on this one a little bit. We are going to do a little decor. So I'm going to ink the strip. This is what we had left over. And I wanted some lace, and I'm hoping this lace is wide enough because this is my favorite lace to use. Oh, let's do it not on the book. Let's do this smart, not dumb. Smart, not hard. Yeah, and then we can add a medallion or something in the middle. I always like to add something in the middle there. Always, always, always. So let's glue this one down. Now I want to make this a double belly band. So what I'm going to do... Oh my goodness, what is with the glues today? Apologize. I mean, it happens to me even when I'm in here by myself, not just trying a video. I noticed this lace is cut crooked on the bottom, so I'm going to try to put it on what I think is straight, and then I'll trim it up a little. I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment. Let's put that in there while I'm working on this. Here, let me move Let me move some things. There. Everything's bugging me today. You ever get that where like you have your stuff on your desk and you're like, it's just not having a good craft day though. The craft day is good. Sometimes spatially you get all weird. Now, I don't need all of that. Where'd those scissors go? I just had 2 seconds ago. These are my fabric scissors. Well, they really aren't, but because they're brand new, they're super sharp and they work really well. So let's put that in there. Let's do that. And then I want to put this strip on here. So you just see a little bit of the lace. You don't see a lot, but you do see some. Does that look like it's crooked? It does. It doesn't seem like it's very straight. Is it? No, it is off a little. Okay. Let me see if I can straighten it out because it's driving me nuts. It's making my eye go crazy. I do have that spatial awareness thing because of all the years of sewing. You get where you're like, well, that's not straight. You have to know that by just looking at it. Literally, you have to know. Okay, yeah, definitely was not as straight. And I wanted it a little bit thinner. I thought it was a little fat. Oh, sorry. I've beat the living daylights out of this, but it was a table I bought for my son when he got his first place here in Hollister. He needed it for a house, and you know, we had it with the kids, and then they built their own table and they didn't want it anymore. And I said, well, I told you when I gave it to you how much I loved it, and I didn't want you to sell it. So if you ever didn't want it, you had to give it back to me. So he's like, Mom. And I'm like, yeah, no, I want to hear it. I want it back. Didn't know what I was going to do with it. Put it on the patio at first, but I realized the moisture would probably ruin it. So put it into my storage unit. And then one day, when I was working on putting a studio together, a bigger one than the little tiny one I started out with, I realized I needed a bigger table to work on. And I thought, where can I get a table? And I thought, well, you dummy, you've got one in storage. Brought it home and it was like, yes. Yes, please. Now I've given it 1, 2. It's a triple storage band at the moment. I don't know if it will stay that way, but okay, now let's figure out what's going to go behind it. The whole thing is to do the back page. So let me grab my pages and let's see. Now we could put like something like that behind it. Oh, that's not a big enough page. I put like a written page behind it. I got a book page, but you know, I noticed these older books, they like put them right in the middle of the page. I don't know if you would even see it. You would see a little. Okay, so let's figure out what we don't. I want to get rid of where it says White House Gossip. Let's get rid of that. Okay. I don't know that I have to do the whole page, but I don't know, guys. It doesn't seem like enough page, right? Does it seem like enough page behind it? Maybe. Okay, let's try something. You know this is going to get stamped on. This is very old book page. You can see the yumminess. I don't know if you can, but there is a yumminess to this. It's like going to get stamped on for sure. I don't like this bit right there. That's the only thing that's driving me nuts is it's playing down there. But it does cover up some of the brown. I don't mind the brown page. I just didn't want so much brown page, right? Or my other option is to use the music page. And that would be the whole page pretty much. Okay, let's see about that. So I love the word summer song, and I think I want to leave that on there because honestly, it, you know, this is kind of a summery, yummy thing. So let's do that. I'm going to take this ripped part off. I didn't do that. It came to me that way. Uh-oh. Come on now. See what happens when I rip on top of? Come on, you. You could do it. Okay, I got it. Sort of. Okay, it's still too long, so I know that I don't need any of that. Again, fabulous stuff to stamp on. I need to do some major stamping, guys. I have so many things to stamp. I don't need any of this right here. I'm thinking I'll use this book page with one of the pockets. I think it would look fabulous with a pocket. So what's this like? Is it still too wide? It's still too wide. So what do we want to do about that? I don't want to lose the word summer song. So how can I do this? Let me try. I really love that. I think that's very special. I want to keep it. I'm gonna have to use my cutter. I can't get close enough that without taking a chance of just ruining the whole darn thing. Okay, I got rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of just a little bit of this. I'm gonna lose that 39, but so sorry. 2 of my favorite numbers. And I'm gonna cut this down here. It's a little too long. I don't mind losing that. That's too narrow for me. I mean, I probably have a stamp that's small, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. Okay, let me see what we got. Still too long. Letter. I didn't put that very far away because I kind of figured. Oh, that's a beautiful, that I will use. That I will absolutely use to decorate with. There we go. I think we got it this time. Did we? We did. Oh, whew, that was a lot of work just for that. Huh? I'll put this like this so I know that's where I'm working. All right. Now, if I do this, it will show the lines. And sometimes they go away and sometimes they don't. So, oh, the other thing I'm going to do. How is everybody? What are you up to? Anything new and exciting? Anybody work? Okay, how many of you are working on this project? Inquiring minds want to know how many are doing this along with me. Please tell me. How are you doing with it? Do you have any questions about the project? Are you struggling with anything? Do you need help? What do you need? So let me know. Oh, I wish I could get I got to get that Facebook page up. So, because we could be helping each other on there. You could be showing me what you're doing, what you're making with this. Oh, I would love to see. So I got to get that. Got to make that up. I got so sick after I announced that we wanted to do it, and I just haven't been well enough to spend that time because it does take a little time to get it up. Jolene did the like the picture I need behind my name and everything, but I think I need I don't know what else I need to do. It's been a while. I set up 2 before long ago when I had my dolls. I had a Facebook page for my dolls, and I had one for my purses group. Loved it. Private groups, they're private. Not everybody can join. You have to ask, and you have to say, yes, I have experience in crafting and what you like to craft. It doesn't matter what it is, even if you're a quilt maker, but you want to watch it, that's fine. As long as you're not just a random bloke, G.I. Joe from wherever and you want to cause problems, I'm not going to go for that, right? So then this would go on here like that. See, I know we don't see all the notes. We don't see the middle, but I'm okay with that. That way we've covered the page. It looks pretty. I don't mind that. I think this looks good. And it's just stuff that I have, right? It's not all scrapbook paper or all just digital papers. It's what's here. So far I haven't used any digitals. This rose might be a digital. I can't remember if I cut that out of the scrapbook or a digital one, but someone said that they don't ever just use one kit. Well, no, I don't either, but what I was trying to say is I generally keep it a certain way. This is going to be more random maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to do random really. I mean, not anymore. I used to, but I'm not one for just throwing something in there and hoping it's going to work out. That doesn't work for me. I want to know. I'm one of those. Okay, so we have a background for that. We have our background for that. I feel good about those 2. Don't you think those look good? I think those are good, right? They could have lace. They could have all kinds of fancies. I probably won't fancy it up. until it's done, because I want you guys to see how it is basic, and then I'll do my thing after if I'm going to. Now remember, I had that page. Where'd it go? Yeah, I was thinking like something like this could go on here. And then, of course, I would definitely want to cover over this because I don't want anybody reading. I mean, it's a book, but it's like about Indian affairs and I don't know. Let's see. Entered a little before 3 o'clock. Mrs. Cleveland entered on the arm of Colonel Wilson and took her place in the improvised passageway near the northern door leading from the red into the blue room. Colonel Wilson stood between her and the door. And it talks about the White House. Actually, that's not a bad one. So I don't mind that one. That kind of goes with the era of the ladies I want to use. I'll show you the era of the ladies I want to use. I didn't share that with you, did I? Let me see if I can find them, if I haven't put them all away. Okay. I will show you some of the ladies I want to use. Like this era, which fits that, right? That is the era of those ladies. Let's see. Do I have other ladies? I have that era. I'm going to have a bunch of them like that. I mean, you know me. I have fashion ladies galore. They're all mixed in together, though, so I don't know where they came from. A lot of times, honestly, YouTube will recommend, not YouTube, excuse me, Etsy will recommend a certain channel for me. So what I'm thinking is above that pocket, I see some pretty ladies that maybe would look good with the pocket, and I'll add one of these on there up here. So that would take away from, yes, they are digitals, but you can get cabinet cards, the real ones, wherever. You can get them online or watch for them at garage sales. Garage sales are big ones. You can get all kinds of fun stuff at a garage sale or an estate sale. I mean, you don't know what people are going to throw away, right? Or try to sell thinking, or even antique stores or, you know, junk shops or whatever. So what I'm thinking is this one there. I do want... Now, if you don't have a punch like you see me using, just take your scissors. Not those scissors. Hold on. Where'd my scissors go? Oh, they're there. Just take and curve the edge slightly with your scissors. Just take off that tiny little corner to give it a little more used look, like it came out of Grandma's attic. So we would just go like that. We could turn it off to one side, or we could put it in the middle. I don't think I want it straight in the middle. I think I want to move it over just a bit on purpose, because I think I might want to put some ribbon down the side. Now, if you don't have ribbon, rip up a piece of fabric sheet, a shirt, and you can gather. See, I got some just regular, I ripped these. This is fabric I ripped up that I can just use down the side, gather it up. And I may do that in just a minute. I think I might do that. So I'm going to figure out where I want this. Slightly over, well, not dead center. I don't want it to be in the middle. Look too matchy-matchy, really. Okay, so this is a vintage book. So again, I'm going to use my Fabrifix. Oh, hold on a minute, you guys. My mouth is so dry today. Warm, windy, and the clouds came in. Weird weather. Actually, guys, I just realized, because I'm putting a pocket here, I don't need this down here. As a beautiful piece of paper that I could use for something else. So I'm going to actually not have to put glue clear down there. Let me put more glue on there because it started to dry. A lot of these glues, the minute they hit the air, they're like done. See, and then this would go on here, right? And then what I would do is I would gather up some of this fabric and make a little lace ruffle down the side. Let me show you. So this is using what you have in your stash, not using, or that you can get out of your closet. Maybe you have an old sheet that, you know, has gotten rips in it that you haven't thrown out yet, or you need to throw it out. Don't throw it out. In fact, I came across one the other day I need to do something with. So I don't know. Where's my pocket going to go? Hold on a minute. I got started right about there. And I'm just going to gather this up with my thumb. like I do with the sari silks and the other stuff. I might need more of that. Yeah, this is not going to be as easy. I'm doing it at a, hold on. I'm doing this at a weird angle. There, stop it. Stop it. I need more glue stick, more glue stick. You got to get it sticky. It needs to be sticky. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that that stays in the glue. Now, this is just a piece of ripped fabric. This was some unbleached muslin. Or bleached muslin. No, unbleached. And I don't even know, it's left over from a project. And I stamp on it a lot of times because it's a great one for stamping. And look at that. We have a lovely ruffle that did not come from spending any fancy money. This one was just an old shirt I ripped up. So, I mean, come on, that's all you have to do. Hubby has a shirt that's maybe doesn't fit him anymore, or is ripped at the sleeve, or has a hole or a stain on it. Maybe you've got a shirt that's got a stain. You know how that is. Now, what I'll probably do is I'll probably put something there because I made it too short. I wasn't paying attention to how, I thought the pocket went down further. Maybe I could move it down just a hint. It's still not dry yet, so I got time. I got time. There. We've got a ruffle. And we didn't have to buy anything other than maybe what we already had in our houses. Okay? So if you are new to this, look at your house differently. Look at your things differently. And I can put something up there, and I probably will. Okay, so we have that. We have that. Still could come down a little more. I'm able to move this around because that is, you know, glue stick. Let me put that on there, and then I can put the image of that lady. Let me grab one. Let me grab one. Now, your images could be, now you don't have to use digitals, but you might have a magazine issue, a magazine image that you like, or maybe you have a florals that you like, floral images from books, bees, bugs, birds. You got to put a bird on there, whatever you want. I normally wouldn't do this right now, but what I wanted to show you was, and then I probably more than likely would put something else behind this. And as you know, I don't like sharps. I'm barely just going to cut off the teeny tiny edge there. Not using a lot of tools. I have them. And yes, it makes my life easier, but I'm trying to show you, if you're a beginner, this is what you're going to do. And then I would put something here, maybe a word, and it might come off of like one of these pages, maybe a scrap that I have, or you know, put that on there, and a flower or something like that. So there you go. Got the idea, right? Okay, so that is what I would do there, and I'm actually going to keep all of that together, and I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to keep this because I might want to put that on there at the bottom. Wouldn't that be pretty? Okay, so that's a possibility. So I'm going to stick that in there because I may want to use that with that. See, I'm using every scrap. As I make the scraps, I usually use them up. So what happens is I don't have a lot of scraps floating around. Isn't that fabulous? So, okay, we have those. Guys, I love working on this. I want to turn off the camera and keep working, but I promise to do it with you. Ooh, I like that. I think we're going to use that, actually. I love that behind there. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is from a piece of Tim Holtz. No. Is this Tim Holtz? It might be a Tim Holtz paper. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. So, scrapbook paper. It is scrapbook paper. Okay, that edge is pretty damaged, so let me... Now, if I want it to look grungy, you know, you can use a tear ruler, you can rip it by hand, or if you have hands like mine that they're sensitive and they don't like it, Tim Holtz does have a decal edge cutter. These are some tools that I do recommend if that's the kind of work you like. you might consider, getting, investing in it. And I'm going to kind of clean this up just a little bit. I like kind of the raw, messy, natural edge of that because it got used in a project, obviously. And that was something that was left over. And yeah, this was, I think this was a Tim Holtz or somebody. This might have been a 6x6 paper pad. I don't know where I got this. Sitting in my stash. So my scraps. It was sitting in my scraps left over from a project that I did long ago. I did a lot of Tim Holtz projects using all his, I call him Tim Holtz project because I was using all his, little paper dolls and flowers. And I actually reordered his flowers. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Because I really like them. And I've used almost all my net. I'm pretty sure I have some somewhere, but I can't find them. It's driving me nuts. I don't know where my extras are. They're usually in my little book, but I know I had backups and I can't find the backups. So I went hunting online far and wide because most of them are discontinued. Can't get them anymore. So yeah, that goes all the way across and I'm going to move it up. Yep, look at that. That is going to be awesome. Okay, let's use that. So as you can see, we're not using digitals. I like this side, but it's not my favorite. I mean, I would cut that little bit. I would cut it all up. I like the bits and pieces on the back side of it. I don't know what this is from. I'm going to have to go look. If anybody knows what paper pad this is, please let me know. I bought all this. They re-released, they opened the vault and they let out his 12x12 paper pads one time release. When they are sold out, they're sold out and they will never, ever, ever be brought back again. So I stocked up because I love these. I use them in my work. You guys probably don't know that about me because you don't see everything I make, but when I sell in the shop, I don't just sell what you see me doing here. I do different work that I sell in the shop. I want to get this edge. I'm not real excited about it. Okay. I think I could just pull it up. No, I don't want to. It's drying that fast. Okay, the air conditioner's on. It's dry in here. So look at that. We've got that page is covered. Let's see. So we've got that one covered. I don't have it glued on yet. We will. That one's covered. Don't have that glued on yet. Not quite finished. We'll come back. That one's covered. And that one's covered. What do you guys think? I'm really liking this. This is going to be one fun, beautiful journal when it's done. And it's fun to make. You can tell I am having if you can't tell by my voice, I am having a great time. My creativity is going wild. I love looking at something and using every little bit of it going, ooh, what could I do with this? Ooh, what could I do with that? What could I do, right? So I think that is what you want to see when you're crafting. You want to enjoy it, right? You don't want to just be making stuff to make stuff. You want to have fun. So let me check our time because I don't want this to be a long one. I think this is a Monday video for you guys. I'm not positive. Excuse my head. Oh, we're only at 33 minutes. Gosh, I felt like I'd been here for hours. I thought, oh, I must be. Surely, no. Okay, so what do we want to make next? Let me move this. Okay, these are some backgrounds. Now, I think we should come up with some more pockets. I do have some ideas for them. There we go. I'll throw some more junk on the desk. I mean, I don't have a big enough pile next to me, right? Now, we do sell these vintage library cards in our shop. Well, we did. I'm not sure if we still have them. We might be out. But if we have them, go and look. We had these in the shop as well, and they come with the little pocket. And so I want to use one of those. I love these flowers. I want to see which ones would look the best with this kit. I'm thinking that one. With that, I'm liking this green. I should like put these in with their envelopes so I don't use the envelope. And then, I mean, we can make envelopes easy peasy. I'll show you how. But I think I'm going to put them in with their matching. There should be an envelope for each one of these cards. Jolene gave me one of each. I should order some for myself because I won't have them to use. So this is the one I want. Yeah, that's the one I want. Is it? Is that the same as this? Did she give me two of the same? Yeah, I got lucky. I got two of the same. Yay. So these are in the shop too. So if you need them. For those of you who are brand new, Sorry guys, I have to tell the new people. I'm not trying to do a commercial. I just need them to know this is where you can get the things that we picked out for you. And there is a drop down box where you can go directly from my video to the shop. Okay. Also, Jolene's digital shop is listed there as well. Okay. Okay. So if I do another card, I would use this one maybe. I think this dark blue might be a little dark for this project. I think I haven't really added any. Well, there's blue there, but that's kind of the wrong blue. Oh, there's this one would go. So I love this green. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use a green one. Now, where's that? Where did that go? Where did that go? There it is. Now, that could go on the front of a page, and then you would have this great little card to pull out, right, and use. And we would decorate that. So that is definitely going to be a pocket. These are going to go into a pocket, maybe. I could do... Okay, so let's make some more pockets and some more belly bands. All right, this would make a fabulous pocket. This is a baggie. And we want to pick a home for it. Now we have pockets there. Okay. This section, we don't have any pockets. So this would be a great pocket here. Okay, all three of these bags are sold in our shop as well. So if you want any of these, you can go to the shop and get them, right? Or you can just use paper. I mean, this makes a great belly band, and I just usually cut off the top of these to create a belly band or a side tuck. But I want to make this one, I think I'm going to make this a side tuck pocket where it's tucked in over here. Now we'll come back to do this. Let me just pick out where they're going to go. That one's going to go there like that. Okay, so that becomes a pocket there, a pocket up here, and then you'll be able to tuck in something back there. Okay, so we're going to have that. Because that's a belly band, that's a pocket. So we've got a pocket here. So we want maybe a belly band over here. Or I like the idea of making this, cutting it off at the top. You would have a tuck pocket here, and then you could also put a tall tag in it. So let's do that. And we'll cover it. Wait a minute there. Okay. So that's a pocket. So that's going to be a side tuck pocket right there, a regular pocket there. When it goes in from the side, it's sort of a tuck or a pocket. I think this is a pocket. It's pretty deep. So I'm going to say this is going to be a side pocket, a long one. And we're going to cut this off at the right height. I'll do that now so you don't get confused because you don't understand maybe. Now, when I cut this off, guess what this will make? This will make a lovely ruffle. Because you open it up. Or you can make it a tiny little pocket if you wanted. You can make it a, oh, yeah. You can make it a little tuck at the bottom of there. I don't think I'll do that. But, you know, you would open this and then you would have, you could gather that. So we could use that too. We're not wasting anything, are we? So now we have this one that's going to go here. We need to decorate it still. So you'll have a pocket at a tall pocket and a side pocket. All right, so we've got the belly band. We have two pockets. What do we have over here? We have the corner pocket. We have one of those. Do we have another? Let's do one here. Wait, where did I put that other one? I always like to kind of work in the same, no, that isn't it. Okay, so this one I would want to make a belly band. This one becomes a belly band. A tall belly band pocket. I've made these before. They always come out really lovely. I've used napkins on them and all kinds of fun things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one with the Tim Holtz cutter again. Oh, that just munched the living daylights out of it. It did not like that at all. It didn't like the paper. Let's go over to the top. Maybe it's not so dull up here. Oh my gosh, that was a big mistake. Well, that munched that something fierce. Okay, now I've made it too short probably. Yep. Well, not really, because we do need to go in and out of it. Why don't I try just cutting it with a regular cutter? Okay, so I know that this is just too thin to use that. Worked on the other one, but not this white. These are silverware bags, restaurant silverware bags. We have them in the shop. Oh, whoops, I just ran over that piece of paper. It looks really old now. It's got wheel marks on it. That's a bit short. But if I push it down a little, because you still need to be able to get the thing out of the top and then still use it as a belly band. But no, that's more short than I want. Hold on a minute. I don't know if I can get another one. I tried to pull everything out before the video, but sometimes, as you can see, things go terribly wrong. Don't mind me. Everything just hit the floor. All right, let's try this again. Really? Really? Okay. There are days, right? There are days where we mess up. Boy, I'm losing my sunshine. The fog's coming in. I'm very close to the coast, so we get... I threw that away. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even gonna. There we go. Now, again, this makes a belly band because there's one on this side. Sorry, the hiccups. And one on this side. And this is a little more eclectic in its papers because everything is not the same, right? All right. Now, where do we want to put this little baby? I haven't really done anything back here. Maybe we could put it back here. It's kind of a little tuck. Tuck it in so we can actually use more of a printed paper here on this one. So we'll do that. But now I feel like I need one towards the front, right? So let me go. Oh, let's see. What do we got over here? I know I have. Oh, I do. Just came to me. One sec. Okay, brain. Where do I have it? I'm thinking. I think maybe next to me I have these little pockets. If they're where they're supposed to be, which of course they're not. One second. I just saw them the other day. And of course, because I want them, I am not finding them. I have some white ones. Like they're blank, but they're, oh my gosh, I have them. Okay, I'll find it. I'll find another one. I do have tons of them. I just don't, oh wait, let me see. Yep. It just dawned on me where they were. Okay. Okay, I have these. Here's one. I had a bunch of them, but I've used them all up over the years, years and years, right? There we go. All right. I don't know if that'll fit, if that's a standard size. Will that fit one of these? Yes. Okay. So, I think this green looks good. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what the colors are of the papers. Let's look here first before I decide. Yeah, I guess that would look... I think I might want the cream one. Wait, where is it? Why don't I do the cream one? That doesn't limit me in any way on this particular set of papers, right? All right, let me move those back where they were. Let me put that away. Let's put that away. Got too much on my desk here. It's getting nuts. And where do I want this? Okay, I want this towards the back. Right, no, didn't I put one in the back already? I did. So I want it in the front. I want it right, I guess, right there. Do I want it there? Yeah. I think it's going to go there, or on this side maybe. I'll have to make it look good with whatever's there, but this is very white, so it's definitely going to get inked up. I'm going to ink this, but I want to see what color page is going to be on before I decide the ink color, whether I'm going to do vintage photo or, I don't know. I kind of like it over here. We'll just put it there for now. All right, so now we've picked out some more pockets. So what pages don't we have anything on? We don't have anything there. We have 1, 2. So there's 2 that don't have anything. 3, 4, 5, 6, because I don't want to count the middle yet. I don't know what's going in the middle. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my gosh, 11. We have 11 pages still left to decorate. So we have to come up with pockets and things like that for those, but we don't have to. I mean, you could just cover them with paper and put lace or pretty things on the edge. They all don't have to have a pocket, but you want to think, how many journal pockets do you want to have? I like to have about 6 for each half. So let's go 6 things that you could tuck or put things in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've only got 5 there. Do we have 5 on this side? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, how do we get less on the other side? That can't be right. I got 5 here. Why do I not have 5 over here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do we not have 5? What don't we have on this side? What do we have there that we don't have there? We have one of those. We have one of those. Oh, the side one. I'm missing a something side over here. Okay, that's what's missing. Let me see if I can find some. We need one more over here. No, we got that. That and that have one. There's one back there, and we got that. What am I missing here? We got that. We got that and that. Don't mind me. I'm just figuring this out. You can see how I do it. I got that by itself. Am I miscounting over here? Is that it? No, I only see 3 paper clips. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? Oh, the paper baggie. Okay, so I need another kind of a side pocket over here. Something different. Okay, you know what I could use? Oh, your itchy ears, sorry. Let me get one of my little bags. We carry these in the shop too. I was trying not to use things that you had to buy, but you have other things in your own house that you might have that you like. I mean, add a little bag that we can make it a pocket / side tuck like this one over here. Like our little paper bag that we're going to decorate. There, right there. So that goes there. Where is that? That goes there. So it should go right here. Is that right? Yeah, it's the little paper bag I wasn't seeing, right? Yep. So we'll do that. Again, we'll glue it down, and then like that becomes a tuck and that becomes a pocket, right? And I could definitely put one of these little goodies in there, or tag, right? So we get a paper clip. I love to use the paper clips because you can see, I can see where they are. I know what I'm doing. So I still have a dozen to fill. Ugh. Okay. Goodness. All right. Well, it is what it is. Will that fit in there? That might fit in there. So we might be able to use those, decorate them up, right? Okay, so we're getting there. We are getting there, folks. Now, so far I've only used things you can find in your home, or, you know, you can easily get a hold of at a garage sale, or, you know, just easily get a hold of, okay? And for those of you that don't have digital papers. But I am going to use some for those of you who do have digitals. You guys that don't, just keep using where I put a digital. You just put in scrapbook papers, okay? So anywhere I use a digital, you can use a scrapbook page. So I just have literally 5,000 digital kits. Literally that many. Honest to gosh, I really do. So I need to use some digital kits. I've got to use a few. And I'm going to pull a few out. I like Shabby Dabby Doodah. And then this one is a brand new kit. Excuse me, my nose is itching like crazy. Oh my gosh. A brand new kit of background papers from Paper Cameo. And these are fabulous. They are perfect for this project because we need background pages, right? And look at all the colors. They yummy. They go with the papers that I have chosen. Isn't that fabulous? Look at this. This is Paper Cameo. This is her newest backgrounds. Should just put these out. Maybe I'll go this way. Let me go. Sorry. This goes very well with the papers that I am using. Let me grab them. Look. See, look at that with that. Beautiful, right? So I definitely am going to use them as some of my cover pages. You guys use your scrapbook paper that don't have these. It's all right. It truly is okay not to have these, okay? And use what's in your stash. But I just want to share with those of you who can use digitals. I have a printer. Look at these. This goes with our kit so well. All the colors that I'm using today. That's a little brighter, but I don't mind it. It wouldn't go good with that, but further in it might, right? So, and they're just background pages. They're not like meant for, I mean, yes, you can use them in your digital. They're not really made as digital pages. They're made it like that would be great cut out. See what I'm saying? I'm going to cut them out. Then this one's, oh, I love this page. This page is just, I could see putting real fabric swatches on there. It's just a beauty. So anyway, I'm going to use some of these, I think for sure, behind some of these pages. So I did want to share it with you because they are fabulous, right? And I printed them on linen and regular. I'm not going to use the linen pages in this because I need it. Actually, this is actually heavier than the scrapbook paper that I have. But I'm going to use some of these on some of the inside pages. So definitely going to use those. And this is a new one also for Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina. This is her newest documents kit for 2025. She has them in, she's got 3 or 4 of these. But I'm just going to give you a quick look at these. Look at these. Pretty. I think that green might work. The pinks, of course, work. Beiges work. You've got 2, so we can cut them out and use them. I can put them on bags, you know. They're going to go well with everything. I just put them on white paper for right now. See, I can cut this up and stick it in a pocket, right? It's a background pages. That is definitely a background page. So these would be fun to have in there too. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not, but I'll have to check the colors against the kits that I'm using. I mean, not the kits, the scrapbook paper. Sorry, guys, I'm so used to using kits. I get so confused sometimes. Are they pretty? Oh, yum. I'm thinking those would look good. I don't know. We'll see if I need these, but I wanted to share these with you. No, Tina's just, I'm not on her design team, but, you know, I love her work. She's a crafty friend. Okay, so those are going to get used probably. And I do have, you know, all kinds of Tina's, but I don't know. I'm trying to keep it neutral, but I may use some of these things. This is from her vintage desk set. She's got 3 sets of these vintage desk sets. And so some of these will go with the era that I'm working in here. And I do want it to be kind of a French. Ooh, I love this. See, I can cut them out and just use bits and pieces of it, right? Like that lady. Beautiful. Okay, so that's, I think I'm going to have to use a few, but those of you who have the digital papers, you've got beautiful stuff. Use your digital papers, all right? You don't have to use what I use. And then I've got other background papers. I have a whole pile on the floor next to me. So, Let me check my time, see where we're at, if we want to keep going. I am tired though. I used a lot of energy because I've done 2 videos back to back. So, well, let's look at what we did. So we have the covers done, not done, but on. We did that in our last video. We have picked out what's going to go here and here, and we've backed this page, and we're going to keep the pocket there till we're ready to decorate and glue it in. We know we're going to put a little bag here with that. Now, if you don't have bags, you might have some paper lunch bags you could get at the grocery store. Cut them up, use them, make your own little pocket, okay? We have a belly band here, and we put the music page on the back to cover that. What we need now is we need backgrounds for these other pieces, and we need to decorate them. And then we've got this one ready to go. We did that today. We've picked out something for here. That'll be cute with an image there and then a paper there. We've got this one's going to be a belly band, so we'll decorate this and the page behind. This is done behind. And I've kind of already picked out, and I put a little ruffle here because I wanted you to see how I do it, right? And I mean, you could put this strip of paper through your ruffle if you were like, well, I don't like the ruffle by itself. You could put a tiny piece of paper through there, whatever you want to use. Just wanted to show you how you could do that. Then we picked out where that pocket was going to go. So we're moving right along on this. If you look at those paper clips, you can see we're working. We are working. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to call it a video. I'm exhausted. 2 videos in a row. The other one was really long. This one was just right around an hour, so that's fine for a Monday. Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure which day you're going to see this. I won't say because I don't know. I mean, it depends on how my Saturday video does. If it does really well and you guys are anxious and you can't wait, let me know if you want to see it on Monday or Tuesday. And then I'll post it according to what you want me to post it on Monday or Tuesday, because it'll be done and ready to be posted. You just tell me when you want to see it, because you'll see. Oh, shoot, you can't. You won't be able to tell me that, will you? Darn it, I should have put that on my Saturday video that I wanted to know when you wanted to see this video. Oh, your friend's a bird brain. Okay, well, never mind. Hopefully you'll see this on Monday or Tuesday. I will just see how the Saturday video does. If it doesn't do well, we'll keep it to Tuesday. If you're anxious and you guys are loving it, then, and I see there's a lot of numbers and everybody's watching it and commenting, and then I'll go ahead and, go from there. So, okay, guys, I probably won't do every teeny tiny little bitty itty thing with you guys on this one on camera, but enough that you're getting the idea of how this works, right? I really wanted you to see what we do with this. So, okay, guys, have a wonderful day and a fabulous week coming up, and I love you all, and I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.